Oh shit. I gave myself the fat sack AI. What kind of game are you making? It's a fast action. It's kind of a speed-based platformer game. If you're familiar with Bitey of Brackenwood, Bitey is the main character for this game. I'm working with Adam Phillips, who's over in Australia, who's the original creator for Bitey and Brackenwood. So what are we doing? We got like the Fat Sack proxy, and we got the Fat Sack. Where's the other thing? It's going to be 2D in terms of movement, and we're working on whether we're going to have just 2D art assets, or if we're going to have 2D and 3D art assets and all that stuff. So that's pretty much what we're working with. It's kind of in 3D math land, of course, but you know, doing 3D movement with platformers can sometimes be a real pain in the ass for players. So where's our gameplay? Our gameplay object is pointing at the Fat Sack biped. So the Fat Sack biped is the one that we want to look at. Where are you? It's right here. So Dashkin biped movement CC. Well, why don't we just set you to none? And let's just take a look at it. We hit play. Movement is crappy AI, movement is nothing. Good. So when we hit play, we're no longer crashing. Cool. And let's make a lot of these little guys real quick, just to have them here. Just throw them all over the place. I don't have an editor little widget hooked up for these guys yet. What's wrong with making it pure 2D? Nothing really. The issue with making it pure 2D would be perhaps we don't have all these sweet background graphics that we want that Unreal can give us. But there's it's really going to be based on what we can make. And we're going to do some experiments to see what we can do with 3D lighting on stuff. So it's not going to be 2D. It is going to be 2D motion, and we're going to see what we can do in 3D to help with stuff in terms of just graphics. So we got a bunch of little fat sack dudes doing a whole hell of a lot of nothing, jumping around for us. And they're not moving. They're yeah, we can like jump on top of them and do stuff. I'm gonna remove that debugging thing that's taking up half the screen. Yeah, so these guys are gonna help us with our physics. So we're going to disable some of these warn logs. Just because we know there's stuff that's screwed up. I just want to see if these little fat sack dudes are moving around how I want them. Because they're supposed to look idiotic. Like, I could actually have him grab his state and fix one of the little issues that he has right now with the movement. Let's see, can I get his... Like, I want to know if he's in the air. Yeah, so we want to know his physics state. Alright, so let's get physics state. Okay, good. And we'll just throw that in there in the jump. And when he's playing this like air falling thing, we can basically just say like, get the physics state from this thing. And if you're in the air, then play this. With so much dedication here. Yeah, we're just having fun at the end of today's workday. We've been streaming for about 10 hours here, which is how long I've been working on this today, since I woke up. So basically, if we're in the air, we're gonna play that other one. If we're on the ground, we're gonna play our just on the ground one there. Thank you for hosting, Butchery HC. Always appreciate it. Cool, so that's going to be update jump, and for the same thing for this guy, is when we do a jump here, we're setting it to air falling. When we do it, yeah, and we basically just want to say, so if wanted position is that, so we're in here, so yeah, we're just gonna change our state here to equals FD jump. So we'll actually just like switch our decision to FD jump. And that should fix our animation. Thank you. Well, we did better work earlier. This is just hacking a few things together, just so we get stuff going. But it's been coming together, and it'll be a lot cooler when we start getting a lot of the art in there that Adam's been working on. Because this FatSack file is like, this was, just like a couple hours of him on stream, like maybe a month ago, and we've got tons and tons of roughs for Bitey and all that. And all sorts of backgrounds and cool stuff that we want coming in there. So we're just watching these guys be idiots. They're just roaming around. They look like little head crabs jumping around. You can just. Oh, I'm totally stuck in him now and all that. That's part of what we'll be fixing, is we don't have anything in here properly set up for multiple dynamic objects interacting with each other without like completely getting stuck to all hell. And that's what we'll be working on next time. And why don't we have a little bit of fun with stuff? Let's just make a bunch of these little bastards. Oh crap, I'm stuck. I can't move. None of them can either. You see, do I have any sound effects for these guys? So I could add like a little sound effect. We can see all their raycasts everywhere. Oh god, there's so much of them. Turn off the debugging. So there we go. We got some fat sacks jumping around, not really doing a whole hell of a lot, but they're trying. They're not the smartest critters, and they're all getting stuck in each other and not moving around too well, and that's because we have not done anything on multiple dynamic objects moving into each other and not colliding and getting stuck together and all that sort of crap. So we also have some really awful physics in there on some of our idols. On one of our idols, we've got if we look at our collision, like this one is like its box is switching in and out, doing all sorts of stupid stuff. Is it possible to see it in a 3D state? Not in the camera in the game at the moment. I switched it to an isometric camera, not an isometric, orthographic camera. So when it's actually all running, no. We haven't done too much camera work at all. Like, and by much, I mean it just follows the player. Like, that's the extent of how far we got with the camera. I mean, we haven't really even had a game at all. We couldn't even move until just like a couple days ago. So, basic stuff. Anyway, so there you go. A bunch of little fat sacks jumping around doing a whole bunch of nothing. And we get stuck inside of them. And they're running out all over here. They made it all the way over here. Those guys. He's jumping back over. He's like, no, I'm staying up here. See if any of them got all the way over here. Yeah, some of them got all the way over here. None all the way over there, though. Is there Bitey animation preview? Let me see if it's still hooked up. We've been messing with a lot of things. Yeah, we don't have, we haven't hooked much up for Bitey in the actual game right now. So these are just a few of the states that are not hooked up properly, really. But there's a few refs in there for what's going on. Nothing finished whatsoever. But he's there. We'll get him in there after we get the simpler guy Fat Sack rolling around properly. I'm gonna go see how far these guys made it over to the left. Oh yeah, because if they made it over here, they're just gonna fall off the frickin' world. Alright. So that's them. Those are the little fat sack dudes doing what they do. So I think I'm done for today. So thanks for hanging out. And basically what's going to be on the docket for tomorrow, it looks like we're going to make it so these multiple physics objects here moving around, we're going to get them all working properly so that all these little fat sacks roaming around, that they're not colliding with each other and doing stupid things. We can do a bit more intelligent stuff. So we want to start off by not getting them stuck, and then we're going to start doing other things, such as you can jump off of only walls, and you can't jump off another fat sack's head, and things like that. And then once we have all that done, we can start working on playing the proper animations for like our main character based on our speed and rules like that. So that's the plan. Thanks for sticking around, and I hope you all have an excellent day. Goodbye. Goodbye.